Let's go. We are not late. You are all here early. We started on time. You guys started early. Do not say anything about anything. Welcome, though. A couple minutes into this one already. How are we feeling today, everyone? Finally. Hello, hi. You're at the dentist right now. Jeez, you're going to be in that waiting room for 3 hours probably. You're going to watch the whole game. You're going to get to see the post game before you get into the dentist. Who lost a stick? Was that Korchinski? Yeah, Korchinski lost his stick. That's good. Someone just... Nice. Foligno just passed it over to him. Good play by Korchinski in the corner there to get it out of that pressure. Lately. True. Icing here on the Blackhawks. I said on the pregame with Justin that I think Nazar's going to get a couple of breakaway opportunities again tonight, just with how slow this Pittsburgh team is. Keep an eye on him streaking down the ice. Uh-oh. Going from behind the penalty box to watching on TV is major disappointment. Yeah, I'd imagine that's a bit of a drop-off in enjoyability. Oh, shot just wide. Good start here from the Blackhawks. We've got some pop. Not a sellout in Pittsburgh, that's for sure. Oh, nice, Mikheyev. Oh. Try to go low on the glove side. Who's in net? Is it Jari now? Penalty coming up here on someone. That was a really nice play from Bedard. He creates so much space. No, it was just a whistle. It was just an offsides or something. What up? Yeah, Justin, maybe next year. Nice. Oh, did Rinzel just hit the post? That was such a sweet play. Gosh, I want him to score so bad. Pass up to the point from from Nazar, got out of the zone. Taking the kiddo Saturday to his first game. That's so exciting. Yeah, you gotta use the child to get autographs or pictures or something. Nice patient play from Kaiser there. Couldn't find Slaggert. Moore just hoists it out of the zone. It's offsides on Kurashev. Damn, Crystal's sick. Trevor's bleeding. What's going on today, everyone? What's going on with chat today? A rough Tuesday for everyone, it sounds like. Thank God we got Spencer Knight in net. Make this Tuesday a little easier on everyone, yeah? Exactly, yeah, what are they? Use the... Oh, no. Wow. That was a point blank opportunity for Pittsburgh. They just missed the net on. Blackhawk's going to get out of it, assuming Veleno can get this out of the zone, which he hasn't yet. Circles away from pressure, brings it up the ice. After we posted that that Reichel clip, I feel like I've been seeing every single person that knows anything about the Blackhawks talk about him. I'm not saying that we are the cause of that, obviously, but that was just a nicely timed reel for us to get out there. Ben Pope just wrote an article about him. Nice pass from Bedard. Oh, good save by Jari. Or Nedeljkovic. I have no clue who's in net, to be honest with you. Who is it? I just gave Jari credit, but I genuinely did. It is Jari. Okay, I wasn't tweaking. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was talking about Lucas Reichel. And then this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, there's this dude named like Gravatar. I don't know what his fucking name is, but that's like his YouTube channel. He makes pretty good content. I just threw on a video of his this morning before work, and he was talking about Lucas Reichel getting moved. I'm like, damn, dude. Everybody's talking about Lucas Reichel. CHR enjoyers all having miscellaneous health issues today. I'm saying. It's because the stream was late. That's why. Everyone's getting hurt and sick. Because we were... To be fair, I left to come to the studio like an hour at 5 o'clock, and it took so long to get here. Tassos was making a meal. He was a hungry boy, a hungry chap. We still have to eat. ASMR. Forget Comcast. When is CHR securing the broadcast rights? That would be awesome, right? They could just have us do it. We just go with a Sony, point and shoot. It'd be worse than it'd be worse video quality than some of those first goals that we just posted. Nah, just kidding. Those were atrocious. If you guys haven't seen that Instagram post, go like it and check it out. It was just like the first goals that like a bunch of the Dynasty Hawks had in the NHL. They were like surprisingly pretty hard to find, like pretty hard. The Andrew Shaw one is like the worst quality. And the funniest thing is his was the most recent out of all the ones we posted, but it was easily the worst quality. I could only find one of them on one video.
That's not true. I posted Alex DeBrincat too.
Okay, DeBrincat was the most recent one. Shaw was the second most recent one.
Panarin might have been.
Panarin was more recent too. But then we did Keith, Taze, Kane, Hjalmarsson. Is that it? I think that was it. Yeah. Yeah, we like we scour the web. Dude, let me be a camera guy for the CHR broadcast. Yeah, that's right. We literally have Holt to do the camera work for us. We could put together a competent enough crew to get it done, I think. Corch will develop. I have no worries. I do. I have some worries. But I don't know if like you just like develop that defensive side of your game Oh, Kaiser almost just scored. That was a good save. Levshinov from the point gets blocked by Malkin. We're kind of hemming the Pens in a little bit here. Oh, gosh. Who was that? It's Bertuzzi. Looks like he just got sniped from the 300 level. That was a yard sale. Took one up high. I don't know if it was a stick or a puck. Jeez, dude. He felt like a sack of potatoes. It was just the puck, I think. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's fucked up. Boom! I don't know why it's so funny. That's fucked up. I shouldn't be laughing. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that was funny. So hopefully Bert's okay. Up and penalty coming to the Blackhawks, Korchinski. And I don't know how the Penguins didn't just score there. What a save by Spencer Knight. I mean, too easy. Korchinski just got walked past and then he hooked a guy or interfered or whatever they're going to call here. Sorry for being late. It's okay. We were too. It's a trip. I mean, dude, that's the stuff from Korchinski. It's just too easy to like. He's not good enough defensively. He's not big enough. He's not fast enough, and he's not good enough with his stick. And like, I guess you can develop all those things, but it's definitely a project. Like he's the furthest one out from being like a really good NHL defenseman out of those four guys that we have. And so honestly, in my mind, that makes him the most expendable just because, like, I don't know, dude. I think he can be a good player because he's got that offensive upside, but the defensive game it's lacking. You still think he has the highest ceiling? I think that's insane. I do not agree with that, but you think he has a higher ceiling than Rinzel? I don't know if I see that. Like Rinzel's got that offensive upside, but he's also like massive and better defensively. I don't know. I don't know. 666 followers right now or subscribers? Subscribers, that's crazy. I just got Burger King. Whopper, 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 Whopper. No free promo. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Right before I came here, and my order was 66. I swear to God, I threw it out because I'm like, that's disgusting.
That means let's get some more subs here tonight. Get away from that.
Yeah. We need another sub just so we're not on that
devil number.
Yeah. Who's going to be the one to save us from Satan? BK, have it your way. You will. What does he say? You rule? What do they? What's that? Do the jingle. Bro, are you guys following the Shy Hockey Radio X account? I've been throwing some bangers out there. Some absolute bangers. I made fun of this. I know Tassos didn't see this. The Capitals, or also, by the way, we're looking good on this PK. The Capitals posted this weird like picture drawing. It was like a little drawing of Ovi that somebody used with like matches. It was like the material they used to draw with, like instead of a pen or paint, they used like matches and like ketchup and like a bunch of gross shit. And I tweeted that I bet that painting smells fucking awful. How do you feel about that, Tassos?
I don't really know how I feel about that.
Here, do you want it? Here, just can you reach?
I guess. Hold
yeah.
on.
I'll hand you my phone. So just that's the tweet, and then just watch the video. It's so off-putting and weird. It's like, why? Like, of all the things, like, I guess it's cool. It's cool the same way those like videos were when somebody would have like a chip in their table, and then there were like these super popular reels of like people would put like ramen noodles and stuff in the table and then like paint over it and make it like refurbish furniture with like food. It's like weird. It's weird, right? Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they posted that. It's like, dude, you're a Washington Capitals admin. I mean, can you talk about probably a busier social media admin over the past few days than the Washington Capitals admin? They've been cranking out content. Their engagement was probably, now that we do this for CHR, I like see it happen and I'm like, dude, I know those guys are working overtime. Like, you know, they are set like, yo, we got to get another OV post out. It's been 42 minutes. Like, we got to throw another one out because you got to squeeze the juice. You got to squeeze all the juice out of the lemon. You got to squeeze the lemon. And the Capitals admin is squeezing the lemon so hard that they're posting fucking videos of somebody doing paintings of Ovechkin with ketchup and French fries from McDonald's. Chat's still talking about Kevin Korchinski. Dude, I'm not squeezing him dry. I think Korch is getting traded this offseason, and I think Lucas Reichel is as well. I'm sorry to burst your guys' bubbles. I know we've got some big Korch fans in chat. I think he's getting dealt. But that's just me. What do I know? I don't have any puck knowledge, so don't, take everything I ever say on the show with a grain of salt, but way better than the Poverty Hawks admin. I would love to like get the Hawks admin on the podcast. Like, even if Justin isn't the biggest fan, like, I want to get to know them a little bit. That's who we need to like getting in with, because then they'll like, maybe they'll throw something up on the story for us. Right? I don't know. I only think he gets dealt if Chicago drafts Schaefer. I disagree. I think we should be trying to deal Korchinski this summer, regardless of who we get in the draft, because I think. Look, you're not going to win a Stanley Cup with everybody being the exact same age. We need like established talent, and I think Kevin Korchinski is the best possible trade chip that is somewhat expendable. And so I think we should be trying to use him to try to bring in somebody really good. Honestly, that's how I feel about Korch. I think he'll be a good player, I just like the Blackhawks are so good at like with young defensemen. Lucas Reichel is more likely to get traded than Korch. Well, obviously, Lucas Reichel's missing fucking team meetings and has been stapled to the fourth line. And was here like 2 years before Korchinski, or 1 year. If CHR notices Korchinski's slow development, you think other NHL GMs haven't? We won't get his worth. That's not necessarily true, though. Like, there's a plethora of teams around the league that would be willing to take on a project defenseman that they think has a high ceiling. That's like pretty much every defenseman you draft, It's just like the Blackhawks. The thing is that the Blackhawks, I know this is going to sound greedy and like, I really believe in Renzel, Levshinov, and Vlasic. And it's just like, we don't need Kevin Korchinski. Like, that might be a bad take, but we don't. Not to sound stocky, but I Googled the Hawks social media admin and they posted on LinkedIn last week that they're moving on. What? Bro did the research. Bro, my guy did the research, dude. He was on the LinkedIn page. Yo, we got to get B-Hawks memes. Fucking, that'll be his side hustle. Blackhawks social media admin will be his side hustle, and CHR will be the main gig. He'll just be the admin on the side for the Blackhawks. But B-Hawks memes and CHR is obviously the priority. Ooh, nice play from Bedard to get that to the net. That's what we want to see. Like, even in those, maybe non-ideal situations, shoot the puck. Good pass. Good find. Renzel. Oh! Donato almost had a good opportunity there. This line's looked good today so far. This first line. Mikheyev got in the way of that pass. Pens keep it in the zone. Gets deflected just past Knight. Renzel looking to move the puck up. Just lifts it to center ice. Kaprizov to the Hawks 2026. Yeah, I don't know about that. I saw Ovi. I think it was Ovi's clap bomb had like a whole tweet, like a hypothetical situation of how the Blackhawks were going to get Kaprizov and somehow only give up Korchinski and like Tyler Bertuzzi. And I was like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Great news. Give me that job. Go get it, bro. Go get that job. You should apply. You'll be like on your resume, you'll be like, I'm the one with the Instagram post, with the Instagram account that comments inappropriate things under every single post of Connor Bedard. Justin needs to put some CHR enjoyers as references. He'll put Tassos as his reference. Tassos will write him a great letter of recommendation. I don't even know if I'd want to be the Blackhawk social media admin.
Fuck.
It sounds like... yeah, I don't know. Miserable, yeah. Because you're probably getting paid like... nothing. They're not getting paid more than $50K, Like, it's probably just the most mundane job. I mean, it'd be cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's better than, I'd probably like that more than... maybe my restaurant job, but honestly, maybe not. I really like my restaurant job. I don't even know if I'd like doing that more. Could you imagine an official post from the Blackhawks saying you just refueled the tank for? Oh my God. We get pumped on opening night and it's just don't care Bedard point. Oh my God. I'll just collab with the meme account and shit post. Oh, that's so funny. That's so good. We need Justin as the Blackhawks admin 2025. That's the biggest, honestly, like we talked about how big of a summer this is for KD. Like you got to nail the draft. You got to nail free agents or, bring in good free agents and make some trades. You got to bring in a good coach. And then you got to make Justin Lynch the Blackhawks social media admin. If he can do those four things, I think he's going to be a legend in Chicago and, secure his job for a very long time. So they're showing Moore and Renzel with their first points. We need the goals, though. We need the goals. And nail the social media admin. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan. Exactly. Gotta nail the social media admin. Not like that. but as far as like hiring the right person, I mean, I get to interview Bedsy in the TikToks. Yeah, why is he so... Oh, Hawk's in here. Teravainen. Oh, shoots wide. 2-on-1 opportunity with Bert and Tavo. Gosh, that was a really good blocker save from Jari. Oh, it hit the knob of his stick. Like the shaft. Either the shaft or the knob. I don't know which. Offensive zone draw here. Everybody say Tavo. It's the player and influencer marketing coordinator. Justin, I bet. Dude, honestly, I wonder if I could get that job. You don't think? I mean, I've got a pretty solid, like, I could put together a pretty compelling resume. I also, graduated with a degree in digital marketing, so maybe chat. Yes, I do have a marketing degree. I know I joke like I'm an idiot on the show, but yes, I did graduate from a prestigious business university with a degree in marketing, so don't let that fool you, though. I am not smart. Crosby just kept it, and he's going to score here. Oh, my gosh. He's, like, not even fast anymore, Crosby, but he's just, like, so nasty. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Oh, I see. Yes, I do. Exactly, yes. That's why I was saying that. Like, I don't have any my only experiences with, like, social media stuff, though, is, like, startups. Like, I've never, I've never done social media for a company. So I'm sure of the probably 2,000 people that are applying for that position, I'm sure there's a couple that have a marketing degree and but that's kind of the thing. That's the thing now with, like, the social media shit, is you can just, like, lie basically on these resumes now. That's kind of the game. Shot just wide, or maybe that hit the post from Pittsburgh. They're kind of all over us right now as I'm yapping about lying on a resume. Oof. These guys are getting hemmed in this line. All these guys are gassed. Yeah, Murphy's been out there for 2 minutes. He can barely skate. If we don't get scored on here, it'll be a miracle. Oh, my gosh. Mikheyev doesn't even have a stick. Where's his stick? Where'd it go? Is it in it? Never mind. Damn it. One of the social coordinators is DePaul. Dude, there's I don't know if that's the person, but I know there's a DePaul that does something for the Blackhawks, and I texted him on LinkedIn like before CHR. He did not get back to me, so
shocker.
I'm not going to be mean because that's not a good way to.
Come on, be a little mean.
Well, no, I'm not going to come on here and be like, fuck that guy. And then who knows if I meet him, in 3 months. And
I thought you were going to say be mean to me for saying shocker that he didn't respond to you.
No. Why would I be mean to you? I never do that. Does your mommy say you're special? Obviously. Dude, Levshinov. Oh, what a feed from Levshinov, man. This guy is like I don't know how to describe watching him play hockey. Like, he just looks so weird. It looks like he's doing it wrong, but he's just so good. He skates so funny. He like has a little hop in his stride. Oh. Would have liked to see a better shot from that situation, but nonetheless, this line's looking good. Two on one here. Find Frank. I told you he's going to get an opportunity like this. Pass the puck to Frank. What are you doing, Bertuzzi? Holy shit, this guy is completely useless if he isn't 2 feet away from the goal. Frustrating. Holy shit, I almost just had a heart attack yelling that hard. Sorry about that. Apologize to headphone users. Pens might have an opportunity of their own here. Oh my gosh, Korchinski just checked this guy straight into Spencer Knight. Well, get him off your goalie. Just going to let him have a nap in the crease? Well, guess at least Korchinski's tracking back hard there. There's actually 18 employees from the Paul. Dude, it's just like a fucking DePaul fraternity at the Blackhawks organization. I promise you, there's like half of them are like, never mind. I'm not even going to do this. I'm not going to, I shouldn't be mean. I'm realizing I shouldn't be mean on like the live streams and stuff unless it's funny. Like if it's going to be funny, then it's like, yeah, do it. But if I'm going to be mean just to be mean, that's not really a good way to do business. Korch having an all-time shitter today. I mean, dude, it's he's just not ready yet, man. I don't think it's just a bad game. I think that's kind of the vibe I've gotten in this entire stint that he's played up here is like a little bit just like he's behind the other three, like significantly. He's behind Kaiser right now, you know? Yeah, he's just not ready yet. Oh, they scored. Was it Crosby? Yeah. Oh, they're mauling him. Is this a milestone or something? He's loving it. Fucking 80-year-old Sid. Still putting him in the back of the net on us. That was sweet. That was so quick. Dude, he's nasty. All right. You got Crosby, whatever. It was a good period. It should be 0-0. You got Crosby. You can't. It's whatever. Now, hopefully that lights the fire and we don't just like snooze in the second. I thought this game was going to be higher scoring, as I said on the pregame on Instagram. Should just trade him, to be fair. Package him for someone good. I agree. I think he's going to end up being a good player. But, like, I don't know. I don't think I see the ceiling like some other people do. I don't think I see his ceiling being as high as some others. I mean, Thomas just said that he thinks he could be a fucking Cale Makar type, didn't he? Like, I don't think he's ever going to be that. End of the first, good period. We looked fast. We had some opportunities, just weren't able to score. I think they can come back in this game. This Penguins team is just so unimpressive. Like the forward core is like the forward group on this team is like actually insane. It's like outside of Crosby, it's like Ricard Raquel and Brian Rust are your best player. Like, don't get me wrong, I know Ricard Raquel's a good player, but I mean, isn't Grizzlick like fifth on this team in points? Like, ugh, yeah. They better hope Rutger McGroarty's the next fucking Batman. I'd just rather see EDM, who was playing good, get some run. Yeah, that's the thing is like Korchinski's in this lineup right now, and like there are young defensemen who have looked better than him this year. Like Louis Crevier looked good for a long time. And then he got injured and then kind of never really got the same amount of reps because we've had all these young defensemen come into the fold. But I thought Big Lou looked more ready than Korchinski. Yeah, bring back my King Louis. King Louis.
We just got a couple followers on Instagram, so I'll play the horn in a little bit.
Thank you. We got 2 from that pregame.
Yeah, we got another 2 or 3 just now. So
Nice. Love to see it.
keep it going, people.
I'm excited for the Mount Rushmore bit.
Oh, I've got a bunch of Mount Rushmore. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it was your idea. Do you want to kind of, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like an unfamiliar concept on like sports shows, sports podcasts. Pardon my take, the #1 sports podcast in the world, made it pretty popular. Mm-hmm. So I made a cool template, and we're gonna do, at least for the next like couple of weeks, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But at least for the next few weeks, we'll do a Mount Rushmore every episode.
I love it.
A certain hockey related Mount Rushmore. And then we'll put it on the graphic. We'll throw it up there, and, we'll see. Obviously, nothing that we do is ever fair because
B-Hawks memes
effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it should be fun. I got a bunch of like creative ideas, and yeah,
dude, the goal, honestly, I don't have any goals for the show other than to get to a point where it's not just B-Hawks memes overwhelmingly voting for him. We needed like a bunch of randoms from now until like next year to come to like offset B-Hawks memes aura. He's got too much aura on the show. I mean, rightly so, obviously. He's the GOAT, but I can't compete with him. You can't compete in these challenges.
Mount Rushmore of CHR enjoyers.
Mount Rushmore of CHR enjoyers. That's crazy.
You know what's even crazier?
Huh.
A Mount Rushmore of CHR guests.
Oh! Well, I know who I'm not drafting. Speaking of things we shouldn't be saying, we're getting a little loosey. That'd be crazy. If we Mount Rushmore. Who do you think I would take first?
I think 1-1 has to be Jack Skilly, dude.
Nah.
In a Mount Rushmore of CHR guests?
Dude, I'm going Andy Francis. That's my goat.
Okay.
Chat, who's number? Greg Boysen realistically is probably the best.
Greg Boysen is the 1-1 pick.
Dude, the second time he came on, it was like really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was fine the first time, but like this, by the second time, we had a little bit of rapport. We'll get him back on eventually.
Probably the end of the season, maybe after the draft or something.
Yeah. Need to get Brendan Perlini on the pod. Yeah, that could be.
I've DM'd him before.
That could be
you guys, if anybody wants to DM him and tell him to go on CHR.
Yeah. I've seen him. He's put out like YouTube videos.
Big content guy.
Yeah, and I've like watched some of them. And, like
He was on the Wolves when I worked there.
Oh, really?
Yep. He left halfway through because he was struggling to find his love of playing hockey.
I like that guy, dude. I liked when he was on the Hawks. It's another guy where it's just, I don't know, the NHL is so hard and sometimes it just doesn't work for guys. But I mean, that dude was like long and rangy and so fast, and he had good hands too. Andy, Greg, and Jack has to be on there. Yeah. Yeah, we've had some good interviews. We've had some really good guests. Definitely gonna try to get a couple more. By the end of the year.
I meant to message somebody about coming on the show.
Did we ever get an email back?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I check every day.
We had a big one. Did we talk about that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, so then I won't. We got a response from like a guest that you guys would all, I think, really enjoy seeing us go back and forth with. We got a response and a confirmation. We got a yes, but then not like specifics. And so we just haven't heard back. So, and I'm not going to disclose who it is until we know they're coming on the show for sure. Were you talking about the one Friday?
Me?
Yeah.
What about it?
You said that we were potentially going to have a guest on Friday, but it still seemed up in the air.
Oh, it is still up in the air. I have to confirm tomorrow. Somebody just got back to me that it's the worst time of year. Somebody else got back to me saying that they're free early next week.
That is fair, honestly. Like, one of my friends was like, "Can I throw a party at my apartment on like a Friday, their birthday party, like a couple weeks from now?" And I was just like, this is the worst. Like, I do not have free time right now. Like,
yeah, that's a bit weird.
It is. I guess it is weird when I don't have any context.
Yeah. We got to stream so many playoff games.
Dude, so many. And it's like, yeah.
Like every night we got to be.
Yeah. Any night that I'm not working, realistically, we're going to be trying to be live. The live streams during the playoffs might be a little different because, especially, dude, like first round, if there's like, I don't know, games like overlapping a little bit, we might just go full, like, we're just going to stream like from the, whatever the earliest game is and just stream all day, probably. And just be live for as long as possible. Trevor, you're so mean to me. Chat is still deciding who the chat Mount Rushmore is. That's so funny. You guys are so funny. You guys crack me up. We got a good group. The diehard CHR enjoyers, like the early ones, all you guys. In 2 years, we're going to be talking about, remember when it was just us? Remember when it was the same 20 of us every single stream? I thought we have 2 Quins. I think we do. I genuinely don't remember when I started watching the show. Yeah, wait, do any of you remember like the first podcast or first video or post game or something?
How you found it?
Huh?
How you found it?
Yeah, or like what it was. Yeah, how you found it or what it was. If you don't remember, that's, fine. Because I mean, you guys, like all the people chatting right now, like you guys are all here every single stream, so I'd imagine they start to blur together a little bit. From B-Hawks memes? Oh, well, yeah. I'd imagine that's how most people have found the show. I found you guys searching on Spotify in early October, and it's been true love ever since. That's so sick. Started watching at the beginning of the season, started watching CHR after the CHR game meetup, and Tassos told me to watch live. True. Yeah, I remember you were at that first little meetup at the UC, whatever game that was. Was that the Seattle Kraken game earlier in the year?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, I might have a guess.
No, I wasn't asking you. I was thinking out loud.
Dude, I really truly need to go on vocal rest for like, and I'm talking like legit vocal rest for like 2 or 3 days. I might try and do it this weekend. To be honest with you, it's impossible with this.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds perfect from my point of view, but
yeah. Look, I'm fine. Then I like honestly, if you guys can.
Yeah, I mean, let's.
If you guys can push, like,
I mean, dude. Oh, I mean, could you do it like Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, I probably could.
I know those are kind of like maybe the off days, or we don't really have off days, but like days you'd like to be doing something. But
yeah,
I mean, we could. I mean, I feel like the shows have been fine. With you in the producer chair.
Yeah. I just like I can't. Stop it, I can't talk really.
Yeah.
I'm deleting that.
You got your laughs, and then it's getting deleted. My first concrete memory of the show was Lee giving me shit on stream for getting drunk on a Tuesday night after the Hawks won. That sounds. I was definitely doing a bit because I would never make fun of someone for doing that.
Well, I need to take this call.
As someone who's drank every single Tuesday night for the past 4 years, probably. That's funny, Holt. Throat coat is a legitimate product. All right, we're not doing throat coat talk right now. Number one CHR moment, Shrek. I think that was like maybe the worst CHR moment. That was like bottom CHR moments. My favorite CHR moment are Tassos, what do you think about? And it's Raven saying Tassos. Yeah, dude, it's happened the past 2 fucking times. The past 2 times because he wants to get some reps in the producer chair because we don't know what, I don't know. But it's important that Tassos is able to be a producer when it's needed. But yeah, the past two shows we've done it, when I try to throw it over to Tassos, he's on the phone. Number 2, Tim Tebow word limit. No, I'm not, Ryan. Justin and the tool to clean the floors. Dude, did we ever make a clip of that, or did we not make an Instagram clip from that? If we didn't make an Instagram clip of that, we are fools. Justin and I were literally just on the phone yesterday talking about how, like, every once in a while, some of these clips should just try to be like funny things that happen on the pod. And that is a total missed opportunity. Yeah, I don't remember when that was from. We had to have made a clip from that. Because why do I remember it too? I guess because it was hilarious. I don't even remember, dude. I don't remember when that was from. And there's no way, dude, we've posted so much content that it's like impossible to find anything. I guess we only have 173 Instagram posts. The first Instagram post was from September 20th, 2024. So we've been doing this shit for like a little over 8 months. You have a photographic memory. What the fuck is a vacuum? Rah. Justin, did we not make a clip of that moment when you couldn't remember what a vacuum was called? That's literally the shit we were talking about yesterday, dude. Like that, like we need to. What? I found an old clip I forgot to share with y'all of an old stream during a game where Lee says, "Get on your horse," and Justin says, "Nay," and it went silent for 10 seconds. Oh my God, dude. I feel like Justin and I just have those fucking like, I don't know, we're just so dumb. We do that shit all the time and don't even like think about it. Oh my gosh, that is so funny, dude. I can totally see that. Like, I don't even remember that. Like, I know for a fact because I say "get on your horse" a lot, and that is totally some shit Justin would say. That's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh. Post game after live show was insane. Yeah, we were slightly intoxicated. Whoa, I just said intoxicated like I am currently drunk. We're back underway here in Pittsburgh. We got to make a compilation at the end of the season of funniest moments. Yeah, we should all like take some time and try to comb through some content, even though it's going to take forever. I think that's a really good idea, Justin. Like a year in review video. Oh, we got to do that. Dude, that could be one of the summer. Yeah, I got to talk to Tassos about this. We're trying to figure out all this when we're going to be filming this content for the summer. Because we're taking a break this summer after the draft and stuff. But we're going to pre-record content, like 8 or 9 videos to post every single week that we're gone. Just because we're not going to. What are we? Oh, no, Crosby's in alone. I don't know how Knight kept this out. How did that not squeeze through? Knight's so good at closing the 5-hole, man. I feel like Sid scored like 1 million goals like that. No, Knight just had a sick save on Sid. Sid was on a breakaway. We were just talking in chat, and Justin brought up like a CHR funny moments compilation video, but like we should take some time and like make.
You have to like comb over
Yes,
so much stuff
exactly.
to be able to do that. Like,
but like
that's something you got to like keep track of, like from the start of the season.
No. So what I'm gonna say is like every single one, like all 6 of us should like.
There's 7.
7 of us spend, a day just combing through content and trying to find shit. Because I mean, we could make like a big video out of that, and I mean that could be a summer vid.
Yeah, it could. We would need to like divide it up so not everybody's like looking through the same stuff.
Yeah. Post it in the Discord and ask people to take a month. We don't want to make you guys do it, but I mean, if you're gonna, if you're gonna go through old content and look for funny clips, we're not gonna get upset at you. That's for sure. We have 2 people who make clips. Spencer and Francis are their names. Oh, Khrushchev might be in. And he cut it back instead of taking it harder than that.
Spencer's going to be making all sorts of cool stuff though the next like month, 2 months. A lot of the Instagram content. He's going to be helping Lee out with different skit ideas and stuff like that.
Where's TJ Brody? TJ Brody didn't come on the road trip. He stayed at home. He's going to get bought out. He didn't die. No. He did not die. But I don't know if I would imagine his career's probably over though. I mean, I don't know. Like if you're a GM and you just watch 3 minutes of tape from this year, I think you'd probably not want to go out and get that guy, but who knows? DJ Brody's already on vacay in Cabo. Well, so he's been like practicing, I guess. I think Ben Pope just tweeted this today that he's been like practicing and staying with the team and stuff, but this is the first trip that he's not gone on. So you got to imagine that's a buyout. Obviously, I mean, we saw this in fucking November that this was going to be, they're going to have to buy him out. He's joining Brossois in the back rooms. Yeah, I mean, dude. Brossois is probably never going to play a game in a Hawks jersey. It's crazy that he's missed the entire year. And it's so funny, like, at the beginning of the season, they're like, he's week to week. Like, he should be back a little bit before Levshinov. I know he's gotten a surgery since then, but, like, dude. KD kind of got bamboozled and fleeced. You think whenever he signed the contract to, play with the Blackhawks, he didn't know damn well he's got some injury and health issues he's got to take care of? Like, I feel like he's like, yeah, yeah, it's a perfect contract. By the way, I've got this surgery I need. He's interning for B-Hawks memes. That could be, honestly, probably more useful. If we could get Brossois or TJ Brody to intern for B-Hawks memes, that would be really solid.
These stripes dropping the puck tonight.
Damn, bro. I do need like a couple minute break after this period.
Yeah.
I need to blow my schnoz. Brossois low-key might have what Chaz Lucius has. I don't think so. I don't think so. I read that story, though. It's sad.
Yeah, it is.
For a kid that young, it sucks.
Scored a hat trick at the World Juniors.
Yeah.
In the bronze medal game for the U.S. It was cool.
Hell yeah, found the Nay clip? No way. Send that over. DM that to us.
The Nay clip?
Yeah, so he was saying that one of his funniest CHR memories was Justin and I were on a live stream, and I told somebody to get on their horse in the game, and Justin said nay right after, and then it went completely quiet for 10 seconds. And I was just dying laughing at the thought of that because I do not remember it. Oh, yeah, post it in the Discord. Good idea. Penguins into the Hawks zone here. Nice steal from Frank Nazar. Shocker. Teravainen can't find him with the pass, and Pittsburgh scores. Teravainen, that was all on Teravainen. That was a really bad pass. Horrible turnover. It was just like lazy. Frank Nazar makes the awesome defensive play, and then Teravainen just screws him with that pass. Carlson.
No chance for Spencer Knight.
No chance. Not at all.
Erik Karlsson's 200th career NHL goal.
Wow. All these guys love scoring milestones against the Blackhawks. Well, at least when Erik Karlsson retires, we'll have that. We'll have that goal to post. Not even a smile. Okay. Thought you would have appreciated that one. Guess it wasn't that funny.
Dude, I'm just bummed we haven't gotten any subscribers yet.
I know you are, buddy.
Few followers. Need the subs. I want to do CHR Plus throughout the summer. Like, I would love to do that. If that's like the podcasting we do throughout the summer is like one bonus episode of CHR a week, or record a couple at a time and stack them up, and
yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. We can carry the Mount Rushmores through the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta hit 1,000 subs to do that, though. So tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Almost had a stroke right there.
Oh, is it in the Discord now?
We need the vacuum clip.
We do need the vacuum clip for sure.
The fire alarm clip. There's a few more in there. You wearing a coat yesterday was pretty funny.
That's so good. That's so good. But if we post that in a compilation, we have to cut out like the laughing and just cut it like right at the end of the pause where nobody acknowledges it. That's so funny. That's so funny. Damn, I miss Justin on the streams with me. He's going to be back soon.
We got to get through the first round, though.
Yeah.
Dude, the first round is going to be like the Four Nations for us, but like on steroids.
I think it's going to be so fun, dude.
It's going to be like March Madness, like people that stream March Madness. It's
We're
like
just
games all the time.
It's going to be games all the time. We're just going to be like ordering food here, boozing.
What?
Or alleged, maybe. No, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be ordering food here and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. I do not for the vacuum one, but if I had to guess, either late November or December. Yeah, when was the fire alarm clip?
It was like a month ago.
Did we turn that into a clip?
It's in a clip.
Yeah, dude, I think a funny moments video could be really worth putting together. Just 'cause, like, that's like good marketing. Like, if this is the first and only CHR clip you watch, so be it. But if we make it good enough to where like you get through the whole thing, like you're not going to not subscribe. Damn. What other funny moments, chat?
You crushing poutine on a stream.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty funny.
I mean, we could probably find hours of me and Tassos arguing. Did you see the Tassos, did you see the TikTok that I sent yesterday?
No.
Oh my gosh. Guys, it's I made like 2 TikToks yesterday.
Oh, I did.
Did you think that it'd be effective rage bait, or do you think people would know that it's like?
I don't know.
I said I would take Roman Yossi.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I mean,
should we post this after the game?
Yeah, we could. I mean, these guys are not going to be the ones who are getting rage baited. They're going to know them, you know. It's more like the people that the algorithm just pushes it to that aren't going to have any clue. I got my rage bait bag last night. Let's just say that.
These refs are unbelievable.
Did it just happen again?
They just think it's all about them, huh?
Are they like playing pranks, or like, I'm going to drop it now?
No, I don't know.
I'm going to drop it now. Just kidding.
Brutal.
It feels like that children's alligator toy. Also, shout out to the Gators while I'm doing this. Shout out to the Gators for that win last night. Who won the bracket challenge? Did you? Because Florida?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna win it easily if Houston won.
My bracket was in like the 95th percentile of like all people who made brackets.
Bro, so mine was, remember when we talked about that, and mine was in like the 22nd percentile?
Yeah,
like
mine was in like the 98th at the time.
So I was in this like group that was like, it was like a $10 buy-in that my buddies did, and there were 103 people in it. Around that time we were talking about it, my bracket was like 9th, but because I nailed all the teams in the Final Four and the final, if Houston won, I would have come in 3rd place of 103 people.
Wow.
Which is like crazy.
I would have won many 100 people groups with a bracket like this year's.
Possibly, but probably not, because who else did you have in the final? You didn't have You didn't have Houston in the final. I think you had like Florida beating Duke.
Something like that. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I came in third.
I picked Tennessee to make it to the final.
Oh, yeah. Wolf.
But other than that, I had every other Final Four team.
Damn it. If Houston just did not sell last night, I would have won. That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
Houston was winning the entire game, and then Florida went up at the very end. Houston had like 19 seconds. They were down 2 points. So they could have just tied it with the layup. Like they didn't even have to shoot a 3. They didn't put up a shot in the final 19 seconds. It was insane. They sold so hard. Moment was too big for them.
Go Gators, baby.
Damn, so many. No, dude, you wouldn't have won this 100-person thing. Look at how many fucking people had the Gators winning. All these people had more points than you did.
Well, all right, whatever.
Sorry,
still beat you.
That's all that
matters.
Not to burst your bubble. Yours finished with 1480. Let's see where you would have been in this. You would have been high. You would have been. You would have been 8th.
Yeah, all right.
That's solid as hell. 8th of 103.
Must be a lot of ball knowers in that.
There is, yeah. It was all ball knowers. But that's the thing is like I did better than like my friends who like all they do is watch college hoops. NCAA tournament is like impossible.
There's watching hoops. There's watching hoops, and then there's knowing ball. You know?
Okay, do not try to claim to be a ball knower.
Dude, I'm just saying.
It's literally so like a child could do well in like a March Madness bracket. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
so
I'm not
random.
a child, Lee. Like I don't know, dude. I've watched more college basketball in my lifetime than you have.
I know you went to a lot of the DePaul games, but like
I went to every DePaul game, and I watched a lot of hoops on the side.
You know, right? I've watched a lot of hoops.
All right. I still don't.
Speaking of hoops, I actually tweeted PK Subban was slandering LeBron.
That was wild.
Him slandering LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like you can. Oh no, Penguins might score again here.
Saying that Ovechkin is more physically like.
Yeah, he's like has had more longevity, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just so capped. Like, it's not true.
No, I agree with what PK is saying a little bit.
I know that like the hockey community loves dunking on LeBron James. They just love shitting on him. But it's like LeBron James has played like a couple hundred more games than Alex Ovechkin.
Basketball games, though, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, basketball is so hard to play at a high level, like on your joints and stuff. It's a different type of demanding.
Yeah, because they're all 7 feet tall.
Yeah. And LeBron is like 6'9" and fucking 260, and he's played fucking 2 decades in the NBA, and he's still a top 15 player in the league. That's insane. There's no
boards in basketball.
He has the most points all time. He has 4 rings.
That's the difference. Is like LeBron is a top 2 basketball player, but OV isn't a top 2 hockey player.
Yeah.
You know, like he's probably a top
10.
Yeah, definitely top 10.
Yeah.
You know, where exactly he falls on that list.
Probably around
like,
6 to 8.
Yep. So I get that point of it, but like, dude, hockey is like not even close to basketball in terms of the toll it takes on your body and physicality.
Absolutely.
Like if that was his point in that, like, man, look at Alex Ovechkin and like how physical he was while
PK loves shitting on LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, so what?
But
it gets clicks.
The point was like, and Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp obviously didn't know how to argue because they don't watch puck. They're not puck knowers.
Yeah.
But like I would have been like LeBron went to the finals for every year for over a decade. I think he went to 11 straight finals or something ridiculous like that. Alexander Ovechkin was golfing at that point of the year every single season except for one.
The Stanley Cup playoffs is harder than the NBA playoffs.
It's harder.
He went even close.
He went every year.
Not even close.
He went every year for a decade.
Dude,
he went every year.
The NBA playoffs is like the way the college basketball ended up this year with the 4-1 seeds. Like it's always like the best teams. Like there's no real Cinderella runs in the NBA playoffs like there are the Stanley Cup
Yeah,
playoffs.
but you could argue that like makes it better though. Like you have to be like it's not like anyone can win. Like you have to be the best.
I don't know. It depends on what you like.
Yeah.
Some people like seeing, like trust me. Dude, what I want this year, and last year was really good. I mean, it wasn't looking like it for a little bit, but like I want a really competitive Stanley Cup final. Like,
yeah,
like I want it to be like really outstanding.
I want it to be big
end.
Names.
Last year Florida goes up 3-0. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen Tampa, Dallas, which I argue wasn't really that close. Vegas, Florida, which wasn't close. Tampa, Montreal wasn't close at all.
Yeah, no.
Montreal winning a game in that series was their Stanley Cup.
Yeah. No, it was big that Edmonton was able to come back last year.
Colorado, Tampa was still close.
If we could get another Game 7 this year, that would be...
Yeah.
That's all I'm praying for in the finals, is a Game 7 between two elite teams.
Yeah.
Like, I hope... in the East, it's one of those three teams in the Atlantic between Toronto, Tampa, and Florida. And then in the West, it could really be anybody in the West, and I think it'd sell. I think Edmonton back again would be awesome. I think Dallas and the Avs are both absolutely loaded with talent. I think those could be a big series. My dream.
Do you want to talk about our contenders list?
Yeah, sure. We can talk about our contenders list. I put Edmonton at second because I think that they have, obviously they have the best player in the world, and Leon Draisaitl, but I think that they should feel as though, even though LA has the home ice advantage and they're like the best home team in the league, they should feel as though they can get through LA. I know LA looks different this year and they're better than they have been in years past, but you've beaten them 3 straight times. You should feel as though you're going to be able to get through those guys. And then it's Vegas versus, if Vegas has Minnesota the first round, or if Vegas has to play St. Louis, could be a tough series. I just like Edmonton's path, and I think the NHL is going to be doing everything in their power. I'm not saying the NHL is rigged, but I'm telling you the NHL wants Connor McDavid in the Stanley Cup final. Especially after that fucking Prime documentary.
I put Vegas at 1.
Yeah. Talk about that. I mean, I know they're good and they've done it, but really 1?
Yeah.
Kind of for the same reason I just kind of laid out for Edmonton, just the path.
They have an easy path.
Yeah.
They're loaded.
Yeah.
They're healthy for the most part if Tomas Hertl is healthy.
Yeah.
They've been good all year for the most part.
Jack Eichel's been
unbelievable. And I had I don't know, I put Tampa 2, and I think they're peaking at the right time, really quietly.
Yeah.
And yeah, nobody's really talking about it. Panthers 3 because they're a little banged up. And they're going to have to go through each other, but it's probably going to be one or the other, going to the final. Do
you think Florida's banged up, or do you think they're kind of just resting these guys? Biz was making the point on Spit and Chicklets that he's pissed off because they're intentionally tanking, and they're just resting their horses right now.
Maybe, but probably not. I think they're a little banged up. They've been to 2 finals in a row. I think Tampa hasn't been there in a while, but, Gensel for Stamkos is crazy, but it worked,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, Colorado, I have my 4-5 just because.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
they're gonna have to go through each other too, and I just think like a fresher Vegas will beat them in the Western Conference Final.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing is like I don't want to pick Colorado or Dallas because it's like in my mind they're both so good, but like I don't even know who I'm going to give the edge to in that series. Because it feels like a coin flip for them to just get out of the first round. And I don't want to bet on a team that's a coin flip for them to get out of the first round, you know? Because then you got 3 more series to win. Just like betting wise for probably how favored they are to win the cup. I just don't see the value. I'm going to do a pretty, I think, expansive betting breakdown for the first round. We should also get a reward figured out for the NHL bracket challenge. It doesn't even have to be like.
I'd rather figure out a reward for who can get the most subscribers. CHR.
Okay. I know you would, but you can't just only be about that all the time.
No, I know. I'm just playing. We're just stuck on this gnarly number.
Oh, good pass. More. Back to the point. I haven't watched this period at all. Kaiser. Oh, good glove save. Damn. Tristan Jarry's playing like fucking prime Carey Price right now. Can't beat this guy. You got to get people in front of the net. Get some traffic. You like those black lime green Dallas jerseys?
I hate it.
I think they're gross. And I'm not like a jersey purist by any means. Like I do like.
We will be doing a Mount Rushmore of jerseys.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to have some hot jersey takes, maybe a little bit. But there's just jerseys that I like.
Hawks black alternate is awesome.
Yeah.
That I'm cool with. Yeah, we're gonna do the Mount. Did we say what the Mount Rushmore is for tomorrow?
No.
We're gonna do the Mount Rushmore of NHL villains.
I know who my goat is.
You guys can also DM us Mount Rushmore ideas. Should we get Raven and Tim in the mix on this too? Maybe as like a team.
Yeah, we could.
That could be funny,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Leah, I have a feeling you're going to drop some of the worst uniform takes known to man. Maybe. I don't know, man. I like, I love every single jersey that's just like 2 colors. I think is just so clean. And that like extends to even like the LA Kings, like home black jersey with the baseball plate. Like I love that jersey and everyone shits on it. I will stand by it. I love that jersey. I know they've had some like cool alternates and stuff in the past that are like better, but I just think it's so simple. Devils have the best jersey. Get out of here. That's crazy. That's a crazy take. .340 left, 342 left in the second. Be nice if we could score one here. Not going to the third down 2. My high scoring take for this one was ice cold. Nice play from Kaiser. Takes the hit. I hope we score here. That was such a sweet play. Nice pass from Moore. Oh, Betsy couldn't get anything on it. That was a really good pass from Oliver Moore. That was such a sweet play from Kaiser. Holy shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Kaiser's way further than Kevin Korchinski. Here's Levshinov. Dumps the puck in. He's just going to go chase it himself. I love how high he plays up the ice. Islanders alternate best jersey. What, the Fisher them? Levshinov is he's so funny, dude. I just love the way he plays. Uh-oh. Yeah, Korchinski wasn't a great situation for him, but all right. Frank Nazar with some speed. Just blow by him. Look how fast he is. This is what I was talking about. This is what I said on the pregame was going to happen. How did he? I mean, he just got tripped. How was there no call there? Unless he just blew an edge, but that looked like he got tripped. What's the worst jerseys? There are a lot that I don't like. My buddy just sent, it was just like some account doing content, basically what we do. But it was in like top logos across all major sports. And it had the San Jose Sharks logo was first on the list of all major sports. And I was like,
I told you guys during a Sharks post-game show that the Sharks have one of the cleanest.
I disagree with that. I don't think it's that clean.
I brought up that take that people like. It's a good logo. Dude.
I just brought it up
teal is really cool.
That's a horrible take.
But I don't know. I don't think that it
cool.
is.
It's cool, but it's not
really cool.
It's not.
If it had the
history, it's not top 3 in hockey.
If they were an original 6 franchise, they would be there. You would think of it the same way.
It's better than, don't get me wrong, it's better than the Bruins.
It's because they don't have a history behind it.
Dude, it's not just, I guess it is. It's definitely a lot of nostalgia.
It's very cool.
I don't think it's not, but it's not the best.
90s version of the logo is unbelievable.
It's not the best in all of sports. It's a crazy take.
It's up there for hockey.
I don't know.
I would say it's definitely a top 5 hockey.
I don't like their jerseys. I just don't like the teal.
They got to do black pants with it. You can't do the teal.
I hate Seattle. I hate Seattle's jerseys. Who else do I not really like? Vancouver's are pretty trash, honestly. I do like the way the stadium looks, though, like in the crowd when it's like the sea of blue. Like it's a good looking crowd, like come postseason. The Blackhawks I love just the red everywhere is so sick. I remember as a kid, I would be like pissed off at people if they weren't wearing a red jersey.
Yeah, dude. It's like Blackhawks, Red Wings, Canadians is up there. Sharks, dude. Maple Leafs, I guess. The Leafs have changed the leaf a lot, though.
Yeah. I don't like the Avalanche jerseys at all. Never liked those. The Islanders are not impressive to me.
Told you, it's the Sharks, dude. Best in all of sports.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Even my boys, when it got sent, everyone was like, dude, that's brutal. Let me find this. Let me see. I'll read out the order. I didn't even realize we were on a power play. That's how little I've been.
You were engaged about as much as they were this period.
Yeah.
Sam Renzel looks like he wants it a little bit, though.
Yeah.
When the opportunity's there for him to shoot it.
Uh-oh. Not another goal at the end of the period, please. All right. Hawks going into the third, down 2 goals. Not ideal. I'll lock in for the third period. Sorry, we were just having fun, chat. All right, where's this? Okay. So at number 1, they have the San Jose Sharks as it's the top 25 logos in sports. San Jose Sharks 1, the Minnesota Vikings 2.
It's a good logo.
It's not number 2 in all of sports. It's a good logo, but Chicago Blackhawks number 3, valid. The Minnesota Timberwolves at 4.
That's a reach.
That's a reach. Pittsburgh Penguins at 5.
The penguin is a good logo.
You like the penguin more than like the winged wheel?
No.
The winged wheel is at 10. The Pens are at 5. The Anaheim Ducks are at 9. The Seattle Kraken are at 8. I hate the Kraken logo. I hate the Kraken logo and jerseys. It's just like atrocious. The Miami Dolphins were 6. I do like the Dolphins.
Yes.
And I like their jerseys.
We're talking the old Dolphins logo, correct?
I didn't. My brother and it's literally just all modern. It's like the current logos. It's not even like throwbacks.
I like the old Dolphins.
What other NHL ones are on here? The Predators are at 13. The Avalanche are at 14.
It's a cool logo.
The Avalanche?
It's all right.
It's not top 5 in hockey.
No.
It's certainly not top 14 in all of pro sports. This is a crazy list. They did have a lot of
worst list in all of sports.
Yeah, this is maybe the worst list. What are the comments on this?
This would be 1-1 in terms of...
People are upset that the Minnesota Wild wasn't on here. The Wild logo is cool.
It's all right.
Everybody in the comments are talking about the Minnesota Wild logo. It's surprising.
I don't know. I like the Oilers logo. I like the Flames logo.
Yeah, wait, whoever this is, obviously with Minnesota bias, they had the Vikings at 2 and the T-Wolves at 4, but then no Minnesota Wild. They picked the low-key, the worst logos.
I think the Blue Jays have a good logo. My baseball team. Shout out the Jays signing Vlad Guerrero Jr.
I just spent like 20 minutes going to every single live show and searching in the word vacuum into Apple Pods and couldn't find it. That is hilarious. You're a trooper for trying.
All right. Well.
Yeah, do we have a clip for a break?
Yeah, we do. You want me to play it?
Yeah, I need to blow my schnoz and get some water and stuff.
All right.
We'll be back in a second for this third period chat, and we're gonna lock in. We're gonna try to fight back with our boys because maybe they just need me to lock in because I don't know what that second period was, but it was boring as hell. So
tell a friend to sub, tell a friend to follow, tell a friend to join the live. We'll see you soon.
Critique from an outsider's perspective how they've been handling Lucas Reichel, but like maybe there's another reason for it that we just don't know. Like maybe they see something where it's like he might not be what we thought, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a good point. I don't know. I guess we don't need to spend too much time on this. It's just like, I don't know. It's an interesting situation because like, I feel as though if you can't make it work on this Blackhawks team, like there's been so much, I don't know if that's the word I'm trying to unlock for this sentence, but guys have been moving around this lineup so much this season, you know, and guys have come in from the AHL and played on the second line and stuff like that. And so I don't know if you move teams, like if he moves teams to a better team, it's not like there's going to be more room for him to be trying different spots of the lineup and playing tops, you know, like, so I don't know. That's
a good point. Like he's not going to get, like if he's not able to make it work on a rebuilding team, or like how is he going to make it work on a contender where it's like there's even less ice time, even less slots, you know, to work with there. I think also too at the fact that he was a Bowman draft pick too, not a Davidson draft pick, I think probably matters too in like in regards to if he'll stick around here, where Davidson might be more willing to move on. I think it just goes to show too, like, and we said this too, it's like not all these guys are going to work out, right? Some will, some won't. I think it just sucks with him because he's a first round pick. And like before Bedard showed up, he kind of was our top forward prospect. So it'd be a shame if he, to see him not work out here, right? That's kind of been a theme with like those like late 2010s like draft picks. I know he's 2020, but a lot of them we've traded, and just didn't really work out. So with the Bowman era. So I just think with the Davidson era, hopefully we don't see that, right? Where we keep that faith of the young players and, they'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's important.
Do you guys think he can turn into like a bottom six player on a winning team?
That's the thing with Lucas Reichel, like the way he plays, it's like I just don't know what his role is going to be because like he's not quite at the moment finishing enough, like talented enough, like necessarily driving the play enough to be in the top six. There's a reason he probably hasn't played there all season, but he's just not a bottom six player. The way he plays, like he's not really a defensive guy. He's not going to win a lot of puck battles. Like that's just not really the type of player he is. So it's like he's kind of stuck between somewhere in between being a top six or bottom six player, somewhere in the middle six. I just don't know like how he's going to make that work if he's not producing, which he hasn't really been doing it consistently. Like what can he do to stick around in the lineup? Because it's not like you're seeing him a ton in the PK or anything. The special teams, like what's he going to do? I don't really know.
I think that's something he's going to have to figure out and overcome himself. Because I feel like we see this all the time in the NHL, where you've got talented players that kind of look at the league from the outside perspective because they're not maybe quite talented enough to be true top six forwards, but their toolbox is not bottom six forward material, you know? And so I feel like we see that all the time. And in order to overcome that, you've either got to get a lot better and be a top six guy, or you have to be a chameleon and blend in and be able to change your role a little bit and mold your game after like a bottom six type role. So
yeah, and it sucks with him too, because like you do see the potential with him, right? He has the talent, but just not everybody's able to utilize that talent to their potential in the NHL. It's a different league, it's a different ball game, and now our players adjust, from the European or even the North American ranks. So we'll see. He's still got a long career ahead of him. I know Pat Maroon speaks very highly of him, but we'll see. Yeah,
absolutely. I think that's. I mean, unless you guys had anything else you needed to say about the.
I think we've exhausted Lucas Reichel there.
I think we did Lucas Reichel and Caps talk. Yesterday, honestly a more positive game. The Blackhawks get their first win after 5 straight losses.
That's right.
Nice to get a win, even though we're not really in the tank race. We're kind of in the tank race. It doesn't matter. It's nice to see a win.
That's more important right now than the tank, right? Like you're a young team that's learning how to win, right? You have to have these types of games, right? This was their first win in like 2 weeks. The Hawks seem to win games like bi-weekly at this point. Like you need games like that to learn, to grow from. You can't lose every game, right? That's just going to bring the morale of the locker room down, the club down. So you got to have games like that to prove you could get it done. Just like they say, young group of core Blackhawks, they're going to be around for the long haul. It's like, now is the time to learn. Now is the time to develop. So I think we saw that yesterday. It was nice to see him not blow a lead for once, clamp down, finish the result against a Pens team that maybe isn't that great on a back-to-back. But look, you take that, right? Win games that you should be able to. And they did that last night. And I think we saw a lot of those Hawks you've been talking about show out too. Another great game for Frank Nazar, shorthanded goal, beautiful game from him. 5 points his last 6 games. He's finally starting to finish their historic moment. Probably the biggest milestone of the weekend. Sam Renzel, first career point. Good to see him and Morgan on the board this weekend. Ilya Mikheyev, multi-goal game, 20 goals on the season, 4 o'clock to reach that marker. And then Spencer Knight as well. Great performance from him. Yeah.
I know we did a lot of Frank Nazar talk last night, but just kind of transitioning off that Lucas Reichel discussion, the reason why I'm so high on Frank Nazar is that even if he never figures out how to finish the puck and is just always a bad finisher and scorer,
he's still going to be a player.
He's still going to be an NHL. He's still going to be a very impactful bottom 6 piece, regardless of his offensive production, just because of what he does with his effort and how good he is defensively. Like that's why Nazar is so good.
Yep. He plays the game the right way. Like he can always be on the PK, right? For his speed and his defensive play. Like he could shut other teams' best power plays, best players down and get those shorthanded looks. We saw that last night. Generates breakaways, generates chances every single game, plays the game the right way. Such a smart player. So there's always going to be a role, a situation for Frank Nazar in the NHL. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, who knows what his ceiling is? I know we spent some time last night trying to predict what he's going to do next year and maybe the following year. But it's like, the thing is we know what his floor is. Like his floor is high. And so that's, I don't know, it's a really positive, comforting thing when you've got all these young prospects where you don't know where these kids are going to line up and how they're going to turn out. It's nice to be pretty certain about at least one of them.
There must be something to be said for that, right? Because a lot of these guys, like you said, like we could project floors or ceilings, but we don't know for certain. Like we can glaze them all we want, but we don't know if they're going to be a part of this thing for the long haul, right? But Frank Nazar, though, it feels like that's a piece of the puzzle that's figured out. Whether he's the 2C or he can move in the wing 2, like we got that figured out. 3C. I'm not worried about him being a bottom 6. Like Frank Nazar, I think we talked about in the post game, but that's a top 6, maybe even first line talent right there. Like I think he's going to be a perfect number 2, number 3 behind Betsy in the 4 depth charts there. I think he's going to be a point per game plus player. Just everything I see of him, the way he plays the game, I think the sky's the limit for him. And now that he's finally finishing those looks that he gets every game too, it's like it's exciting. It's exciting when you finally see him start to figure that out. I think it's going to be fun to watch moving forward. Yeah, I think he's been probably the most impressive Hawk the last little while. Yeah.
If you had to, if we were like penciling this lineup for like 3 years time or 4 years time and like where everybody's going to slot in, obviously it'd be a lot of projections and assumptions. But as of right now, where do you think Frank Nazar is going to be on this roster in, let's say, 4 years time?
2C, but he could be first line. You know what could happen? I think a lot of it depends on what happens in this draft, if we get Misa or not. But it's like, dude, like he could be the 1C. I think we've said this many times, but I'll bring it up again. Like I could see him being the 1C, move Betsy to the wing, or Misa could be the 1C and then he's the 2C. Like I think either 2C or if you want to move him up to the top line and be a winger, he could do that as well. But I think he's a top 6 piece, but for certain, I'm not really concerned about that. Yeah.
Tassos, you have any pushback about that regarding Frank Nazar?
It's actually Raven again. He had to take a phone call, but
Raven, what do you think about Frank Nazar?
Frank Nazar's the GOAT. He's our guy.
We do not need Raven to do Frank Nazar talk on the show. That's so funny. Sam Rinzel, first career NHL point. It was a nice play. Got it up to Bedard, I think, right? And then Bedard found Mikheyev on that goal. Yeah, good to see Rinzel getting that one. Hopefully he gets a goal. I want him and Levchinov to both score a goal by the end of this year. That's that's probably my my biggest it's the highest up on my wish list for the rest of this season. How about you?
Yeah, I want to get the milestones out of the way, right?
Yeah.
We're still looking for Rinzel Artie and also Oliver Moore's first career NHL goals.
Yeah.
I know he played the league last season, but Korchinski hasn't had a point yet this season, so I'd like to see him do something in that regard too. But yeah, that's kind of the one thing that's missing right now. We have 5 games, to make it happen there. So there's still time. At least one of them, right? Like I don't want all of them to go into the offseason waiting for next season to get that first career goal. Just get out of the way now. We could start a clean slate next season, right? Yeah.
It would be nice to get the milestones out of the way now. But I don't know, dude, just like reflecting on these past couple games with these guys all up here in the lineup, and I know we've got 5 left and hopefully they can finish strong, but it's so nice that we've given the chance to this many guys at the end of this season, just because they're going into the offseason, this long offseason, because obviously they're missing the playoffs, so they're going to have 5 months off. Yeah. So I mean, they're going into this big chunk of time with some data, they know what they need to improve on. They know what they're good at. They know what their strengths are. They know what their weaknesses are. They're familiar with the speed of the NHL game. And so I feel like that's honestly the biggest win of the season, maybe, is having this many guys get some NHL experience.
Right, it's all about development. I think in the second half of the season, right? Let's we're out of it, right? There's nothing to play for standings wise, so it's let's figure out what we have right now with these young Blackhawks. I think that's a nice thing. I think after these 5 games, season's up, all of these guys will have had enough reps, enough time where it's the staff and all that should know exactly where they should slide in next season's lineup, so that can help too with figuring out where you need to add in for agency trades to kind of help fill this roster out. Make it more competitive next season, start accelerating this rebuild for KD. I think that's definitely on the agenda. So, and also I just think a lot of these guys coming in, I've said it before, but it's I think they're Blackhawks now. I don't think any of these guys that we've seen up here really need more time to Ice Hawks. I think Rinzel especially, more we'll see. I don't think he really needs to go down the rock for the way he's looked. And obviously not Levchinov. If anything, he's looked better in the NHL versus the AHL. So I think that's a good sign, right? I think that these guys are tracking right with their development. And that's what you want to see, right? Figuring that out, get these guys reps, experience, learn now. That becomes a lot easier in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, chat, forgive us. I want to do we did it a bit last night too, but just like more big picture stuff at this point in
Oh
the
yeah,
season.
that's more important than like
yeah.
digging into every detail about this game. It's not going to matter. This Hawks Penguins game. It's like whatever. It's a blip. Like big picture stuff is what matters right now. Like that's what's going to steer the ship here. So yeah.
I'm looking at the lineup right now from yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, so you don't think that Moore is going to play in Rockford next year?
He could potentially, like we could see a Frank Nazar type of season where he starts the year in Rockford, but then, plays too well to where it's pretty obvious he's not an AHL player. He's going to be on the Hawks next year, whether it's in October, November, December. Honestly, I think the fact that he's gotten more reps, because Nazar only had 3 games last year, right? Then Moore's going to have like 10. So I think we've seen enough from these games where it's like, do you think that player's going to need any time at Rockford? I don't. I think he doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think like from what I've seen so far, he's probably
Rinzel definitely not.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think if Rinzel spends any time at the start of next season in Rockford, I think it's just a bad decision, honestly, from the Blackhawks organization. Like, I mean, you've seen the kid like already playing the most minutes on the team.
Is it bad that he already feels like more composed, more NHL ready than Kevin Korchinski?
Yes and no. I mean, no from a Blackhawks fan perspective, honestly, because it's like now there's no pressure on Korchinski. Like, realistically, with what we have, and I know we talked about it a bit last night, but with Vlasic and Rinzel and Levshinov, it's like you've got 3 guys out of 6 that that you feel pretty strongly about that are going to be studs in this league.
So Korch doesn't have to be.
You don't even at all, dude.
Yeah.
Like you can win Stanley Cups off the strength of 3 really, really good defensemen.
Just be a solid number 4 power play kind of specialty there, a second pair. Like you could do that and that work out just fine. Yeah.
We've seen the Blackhawks do well with 3, stud defensemen, and then kind of
Keith Seabrook, Jalmerson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
all right.
Yeah, not bad players if you've ever heard of them. So I don't know. It's it's an okay situation for the Blackhawks, but for Korchinski, I'd imagine there's pressure there.
This is a guy a little while ago. Like we assumed he was going to be the number 1 defense, but now he's kind of dropped all the way to 4. So it's like there's a question at hand: is he going to be a 4 of the Hawks, or is he, could he still be a number 1, number 2 guy elsewhere? I think he's another guy. He's probably the Lucas Reichel of the defense there. Yeah.
And so I'm just looking at this lineup and I'm thinking like, who isn't gonna, like, most of these guys are gonna be here next year, like Khrushchev. No, like Khrushchev's not gonna be in this lineup. But I mean, Colton Dock's still out, so maybe Colton Dock is there on that 3rd line. But other than that, it's like, I guess maybe Korchinski's situation is up in the air, but also that might just be us hypothesizing that his future's up in the air. Like maybe
he's still so young, man. Like I think the organization's still going to give him time. Like I know he's been in talks a lot. There's been a lot of dialogue around him, but that's not a guy that Katie's just going to give up on that quick. Like I think he's going to have at least a season here to figure it out.
We're back.
Do you know when we got him?
No, I'll tomorrow we'll figure this out.
I mean, I could figure it out right now, realistically, while we're doing this.
We'll get the cost per bag down if we can.
Just looking for big charges.
Lee and I went to go give out the bags on Sunday. And my one takeaway was, I wish we had more bags to give away.
$222.
How much?
$222
for 100.
For 100 bags.
Yeah, I mean that's not.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. No. It's not.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. 1,000 bags would be. That's over $2,000.
Yeah.
It's $2,200. If you spent all that on boosting reels, you could probably get
but
over 1,000
that's like,
followers.
I'm not a believer in meta ads like that.
I think I might be.
You
because
think
people
you
are,
might be?
Yeah, because people are following because they see the reel. It's not like bot accounts are following.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a little different when you have like an interaction with somebody in person, even if it's slight, And we think of like the micro level that we did
How
that
many
at.
followers do you think we got from that? I know it's
A
kind of
couple.
hard to.
I know like one or two did. Remember the people that said they were from England?
Yeah.
They gave us a follow. Shout out if you're listening.
Oh, Slaggert might be able to.
England's our third biggest country after the US and Canada.
England is my city.
In terms of listenership, at least. I don't know. I would love to say this on the pod tomorrow. Like, just, wherever you're listening from. I don't feel like we do that enough. Love to know where people are listening from.
I really don't want to get shut out tonight.
Yeah,
we haven't gotten shut out yet, right?
Yes, they have. Nazar almost buried that one.
Ugh.
Hopped over his stick.
I told I have a coworker that's like a kind of Blackhawks, but more Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Who?
A coworker. And I told
okay.
him that I think Frank Nazar is going to be a Mitch Marner-esque player. He winced. But I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm serious. I haven't heard England is my city in eons. I knew there would be a fucking Jake Pauler in here. I knew someone would pick that one up. Thank you, Crystal, for appreciating that. Frankie with goals in back-to-back games. I really thought he was going to score again tonight. He's had a couple of really good opportunities. Do you guys watch the Premier League? Yes, I do. I'm a big soccer fan. It's just been hard for me this year. I haven't watched at all, really, because I've been spending a lot of my time doing this, but then B, I am a Manchester United fan. So that's why I haven't really followed as much this year as I normally do.
Dude, these clock guys.
Now we're not going to lie and say I like Jake Paul. The problem child. Connor Murphy's in the box right now, right? You've been on the Bournemouth bandwagon. Tyler Adams is on Bournemouth, isn't he? I fuck with that. I love my USMNT boys.
Lee loves the fellas, even though they always get beat by Canada. Always.
They don't always get beat by Canada.
They do now.
You've been following for like 2 years.
Stop.
Canada was never like...
Well, now they have better players, so...
Yeah, they didn't get as far as us in the last World Cup.
They'll get farther than you guys in this World Cup.
Probably not.
They were in a harder group. No doubt about it.
Yeah, they were. They were in a tough group. They had winnable games, though.
I'm going to look this up. When was it? 2022?
You're going to look what up? They didn't get out of the group stage.
I know, but what was their group? It was like Belgium.
It was Belgium. I can't remember fucking who else was in their group.
Slovakia? No. Somebody that has...
Oh, maybe
like,
Croatia?
Croatia. It was Croatia.
Was Portugal in that group? No.
I don't know, but it was like another heavyweight. Like, dude, they had a tough group.
Yeah. They did. The U.S. was Wales.
We're doing soccer talk right now in this Penguins.
Power play. Their power play is kind of weak. Nazar clears. The U.S. had Wales, Iran, and...
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, Iran's pretty good. Iran has a really, really good player. Oh, no. Ooh. Pass out of reach. Puck goes out of play. 34 seconds left in the Penguins power play. Who did they play in the? England. They played England. They had England. They drew with England.
Yeah, you celebrated a draw.
Yeah. Do you understand that? Like, Canada wasn't able to get those results against good teams, so they didn't get through the group because I think they lost like 2 games.
They lost all of their games.
Oh my gosh, they lost every single game. Yeah. The U.S. didn't lose in the group. I think they drew with Wales first, drew with England. Did they? Oh no, did they lose to Wales? Because I remember Gareth Bale scored late for Wales. I know Tim Weah scored early in that game.
I'm out on soccer talk. That's all I got in me. Evgeny Malkin.
I was so pumped for that Iran game.
You were so pumped when they drew England, when they tied another team.
It was a good performance.
You know,
I was
there's
happy
people
with
in
it.
hockey that believe games still should end in ties.
It makes sense in soccer. I know American sports fans can't comprehend it with their like TikTok brains, but
Stop, dude.
It makes
You
sense.
don't want a hockey game to end in a tie.
My
scored.
gosh, they scored again. Is that Carlson?
Maybe you wish
No.
this game would end in a tie.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
Chris Letang.
Woof. All right. We just need to not get shut out, man. I just need one. We're going to lock in for the third. Also, let's talk about the World Cup group stages from 4 years ago. It's funny. And it was from 2 years ago. But
3.
oh, yeah, I guess we're in 2025, aren't we?
Letang roofed that.
Yeah, a draw with England. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't understand that like the World Cup is just 3 games and then it's like,
And then it's over.
yeah.
That's not a true testament to how good you are.
Well, no. It's 3 games to get out of the group stage.
Yeah, but if you get put in a bad group and you're a good team, what are
we doing? That's loser talk. Oh, we got good opponents. Get the results. What? That's such loser
the
talk.
Morocco one was the one that losing to Morocco was not good.
Morocco's good though.
All those countries are good.
Yeah, they're all better than Canada. No, Canada was like a lot of people thought Canada was going to get out of that group. All right. We need one. This has been a pretty brutal game. Spencer Knight plays it up the boards. The Penguins keep it in. Puck goes out of play. On the Pens dumping. Blackhawks money line live, anyone? Anybody want to stab at Blackhawks money line?
That would probably just be them scoring a goal at this point, right? And not letting another one in. Having it finish 2-1.
3-1.
3-1. Oh.
Nice tie up from Korchinski. Good stretch pass. What's this line? Slaggert, Donato, and Kurashev. Okay. Mixing it up. Anders had to go deep in his bag for this one. I don't know if this is the line that's going to dig us out of this 3-goal hole, but I digress. I don't even know what money line means. It means to win. To win the game. Frank, here on a breakaway. Oh, I think he saved that with the blocker, Jari. Man, he's been all over him tonight. I predicted those looks. I said that was going to happen. I wonder what the shots on goal was for him. I literally had that thought that I liked him to have over shots on goal tonight. I don't know what his line was. Bert looking for Renzel, wasn't able to complete the pass. Bedsy drops it for Tavo. Okay, so this is Bedsy, Tavo, and Bert. Oh, Kaiser, rip it. Nice move. Oh, Tavo with second opportunity, misses the net. Penguins are going to clear the zone. I mean, there's no way he missed the net there. Makayev on the forecheck wins the puck. Ooh, Bedard tried to get a quick shot on. Okay, so this is more Bedard and Makayev. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Penn's just scored again. Is that Kevin Hayes? Jeez. Spencer Knight wasn't able to reach back for it. The Unk, Kevin Hayes. Oh, he should have had that. Like bounced out of his glove. Yeah, I probably should have had that one. See, so this is what happens when we lock in and really start focusing on the game. It just gets worse. So, can we go back to talking about nonsense? Season is soon over, people. Almost there. We're so close. This sucks. Good steal from Reichel. I can't believe this game still has 12 minutes left in it. Oh, gosh. Dude, this fucking Jinja guy. this guy is such a fucking clown. He just comes in for the live streams once every like week and a half. And it's just like Artem Levshinov is horrible. Wright needs to get in a good off season. Too many easy goals in. Oh, Knight. Bedard is so bad. What else? What other insightful words do you have for this chat full of Blackhawks fans, Mr. Jinja? We are all ears to hear your Kane is a god. All right. Trying to win us back a little bit. What else you got for us? This is the puck knowledge king here, ladies and gentlemen, so please pay attention. Keith is a king. Okay, very good. You're winning us back. Justin's asking to skip the post game. Definitely not. We need you now more than ever. Coldest Jinja take. Fire Davidson. All right. Maybe a little premature. Not the worst take you've had in the past 2 minutes. Is that it, Jinja? Thank you for your words of wisdom on this Tuesday evening. We appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, that's lame. That wasn't creative at all.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping he was going to cook, but the pressure got on him after I started like reading his comments and saying his name, and he tensed up and couldn't give us anything good. Couldn't even bait us well enough. He's got a Rolodex of mostly hot takes.
These are surface level. This is like AI came up with it.
Yeah. That would be like if we asked like Tim Tebow or Raven to come up with some takes. They'd be like, Artie's bad.
That could be a funny segment. Like Raven and Sully.
Just
Raven
like
and
5
Sully.
minutes. Give them 5 minutes and they
Yeah.
got to like try to do it.
Yeah, they get like 5 or 10 takes. Oh my God. Drop the puck.
That'd be funny. Sometimes when I get clowned in chat, I want to be like, I would love for one of you guys to sit here and do this. Ginger can't finish just like Nazar. I love you, Frank. No parenthesis to fucking Ginger, just to Frank. That's so funny.
We should do that on Friday. Have Raven and Tim just get the mic for like 5 minutes.
And we'll just sit there and like...
Not along. Like, you know,
Yeah,
we got to go with it.
Well, no. We won't nod along. It'll be like, if they say something good, we'll be like, oh. But then if they don't, we'll just be trying not to laugh.
Yeah. Oh.
Raven would be good because Raven would at least try. Like, he wouldn't be worried about having like bad takes. I feel like Tim Tebow would be like, I don't know. Whereas Raven would like actually try to say shit. Raven and Tim Tebow do their own post-game show. Yeah, it would be super insightful.
That would be really funny, though, if we made them do that for the last one.
That would be good. Should we make them do a fucking post-game?
Oh, my gosh.
I also, I forgot to tell you this. You know how we've been, like, these posts that you've mostly been compiling of whatever it is, and then you like ask for a song and we like put a song on there. We should just start putting the most whack songs, seeing if it drives engagement, just the worst shit ever, or something like completely non-related to the post. Anything for the engagement, dude. Make them do it, not us. We deserve a break.
And then let's beat them at it.
Oh,
And the punishment, because they're going to
we
be
make
like,
a game
no,
that
I'm not
we're
doing
obviously gonna win.
Yeah.
We do.
No, yeah, or just something. Yeah.
I think we could just have them try to do the post game show.
Yeah, maybe. The stream is buffering a little bit.
Yeah.
So
That does look.
can
like
we
it.
take our laptops maybe off of it?
Yeah, sure, I can.
Oh, I think it might be.
Honestly, my face in the thumbnail is perfect for
The type of post game this has been where we haven't gotten a single.
How this game is gone.
We haven't gotten a single damn subscriber.
We got to start figuring out how to best get people from the Instagram to the YouTube channel.
Dude, oh my gosh, why is this buffering so much?
It doesn't look horrible, honestly. It's just
Your computer's off the Wi-Fi?
my computer's off.
So is mine. It's super whack.
Yeah, it actually is buffering really bad. Never mind, I tweaked.
You should, yeah.
Our Arbor Jack Eye is tweaking right now. The Arbor Jack Eye is down in the studio right now. We apologize for the low stream quality. We're working to fix it, but there's not really anything we can do to fix it. Comcast just needs to not suck.
Oof, we lost all of the viewers. Should we just call it? I mean, they're getting pumped.
Is it still? We know the stream, it might, we're just going to have to thug it out like this for the last 8 minutes. We're talking about ending stream. I don't even know if you can hear me, but we're just going to leave it. We know it's choppy. You guys don't have to continue watching. We know it's not ideal. But hopefully the Wi-Fi can kick back on in a sec here. I told you how bad Bedard is. Oh, Frank Nazar's limping. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, his skate's out. We're fine. Those skates, Tassos, you love those skates that pop out. You love those blades. I mean, sick edge work. Straight into the boards. He probably hopped up and was like, shit. Jari tried to push him to the net and he pushed him over. That is hilarious. That's a funny NHL moment right there. He tried scooching him to the bench. That was so funny. You also have the time still at 9:06.
No, I don't.
Oh, the stream is just that far behind.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, seems better now. Unfortunately, I don't think this vacuum clip is real. It was all just a figment of our imagination. We're never going to find that clip. It was during a podcast. It wasn't during a live stream. And because I remember I was in, I think we were in, I was in that room. Okay, I'll lock in. Evan, you're the best. That's so funny. Kiev wins the puck. Levshinov pinches. Bedard behind the net finds Kaiser over to Levshinov. Puck isn't able to stay in the zone though. Kaiser's getting Bumped. Is it still like tweaking a little though? Fliggy back to Kaiser. Oh. The drop pass was sus. Hawks keep it in the zone though. Vlano. Oh, Levshinov wasn't able to keep. This is rough, man. This is a rough game. It's not any better that our stream's buffering too. That stinks too. That's also not ideal. Are they just going to keep Kaiser and Levshinov out there for 3 minutes? Kaiser, you can rip that shot. Oh, Jari with a glove save. He deserves a shutout, honestly. It'd be awesome if we could get a late, cheap one just to rob him of that, but he's been really solid for them tonight. I know he kind of stinks, but... Oh, Florida's up 3-1 versus Toronto.
No way.
Yeah. Should just be streaming that game. Yeah, Verswaggy just scored. Oh, the game's over. Florida just won.
Leafs still have
Couple of points.
in a
they're
game
fine.
in hand.
They're fine.
They're right.
They're going to win the division.
We play Tampa tomorrow. Looks like it was a dog effort.
Oh, the flashback to Bedard's first ever game. Very cool. Would have been a nice callback clip moment if this game was going a little bit better. Five minutes left still. Jeez, man, it feels like there's like... I feel like the time's going up. This is an eternity.
Fraser Minton scored for the Boston Bruins tonight.
Mm.
And the Leafs are going to lose in the first round.
Mm-hmm. No, they're not. They might.
They might.
They should blow that thing up.
Bruins dummied the Devils.
As a Leafs fan, it's like, do you even care about the regular season anymore? Like,
No.
how do you even like get up for games?
Tonight's game against Florida should have been one to get up against. They've gotten up against. This was the third time they've played Florida in 2 weeks.
I don't mean the players as much as I mean the fans.
Both, yeah.
You know?
The fans are up for a game against Panthers like that.
It would just be. I just imagine that'd be so hard.
You want to win the division. Like everybody wants to win the division this year.
Yeah.
You gotta.
That was the thing. Is like. Since the Blackhawks, the dynasty, since they were like winners, like I was it also helped that I was a young kid, but like I was so excited for every single regular season game. Like I thought it felt like every game mattered, and because we always did well in the playoffs, so it was like they were proven. Whereas I feel like if I was just rooting for a team that, had the track record of the Leafs, I'd be like, dude, oh, high stick there. Who's that? It's Khrushchev. Damn, he's kind of had a rough game. Oh, he's leaking. His nose just got messed up. Just hit the tunnel. Oh! Puck straight into his nose. Malkin instantly reached for him. That's nice of him. Literally instantly was like, bro, fuck, sorry. Three minutes left. Ryan's snoring on the couch and his stream's still going. So he's dedicated to CHR. He is. That man wakes up at fucking 2 a.m. to go to work and still watches our streams. That man is an absolute beast. Uh-oh. Pens might score again here. He missed the net, or is that a save? Bedard with a shot that gets deflected wide. Moore takes one, too, that I think went out of play. Damn. I didn't realize shots were even, pretty much. Jari played well tonight. He kept him in it when this game was close, and then the Penguins were eventually able to pull away. Under Sorensen giving Ollie Moore some words. He puts his head down. Who's that little man behind Sullivan? Who's that little man looking person with a chain on? Did you guys see that? I don't know if that was a boy or I don't know what was going on there. He comes home and naps every day before picking up the kid. Yeah, I can't imagine that. That schedule is crazy. That's a hard-working American man right there. That's what that is. 2-on-2 for the Pens. Up, and they score again. Really nice play. Kevin Hayes again. Jeez, dude, if Kevin Hayes is putting 2 on you in the 2025, you're doing
rough
something
game
wrong.
for Kevin Korchinski.
Yeah, what was that? Bad play in the neutral zone, and then just did not stay with his guy. I don't think he's going to be playing on Thursday. Yeah, that's rough, man.
Couple
I
goals
just
for
wish...
Kevin Hayes, really?
Yeah, that's what I just said. If Kevin Hayes is putting 2 past you in the 2025, you're doing something wrong.
Somebody in the chat said this is Lebowski. This is one of the worst games of the season so far for the Blackhawks. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree.
It was the first half of the game was fine.
Yeah, but
the first period was good. Oh, nice. We're going to the peeper. We're turning this around. There's still time left.
When was the last time you saw like the wheels fall off the bus like this, though?
That Vancouver game that you guys did. That was like 6-2.
That was a tough one.
There was that
but
one.
That was a while ago.
No, we lost 6-3 pretty recently. That honestly felt.
There was the Vegas one that they came back in, but it was never really close.
That 5-2 Utah game honestly felt not great. This one was bad.
This was really bad.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is also really bad.
If we were able to score like a couple in the first or one in the first, we'd be talking about how like they played so well in the first and then.
But then you have to like keep the foot on the gas. You're not better than anybody.
No, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially not a team with Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin on it and Erik Karlsson. And
This team just doesn't have like the final oomph, you know? Like we're not really good at scoring goals just yet. Like it's always that last pass or that last shot that's just not quite good enough. And so like even in these games like today it was close. Like it was 1-0 after the end of the first, and then most of the second it was 2-0. And it's just like you go all this time without scoring a goal, you're eventually going to start conceding. Bedard, oof. Good shot from Bedard, but Jari saw that one, gloves it. 39 seconds left.
Seattle was a rough loss.
Yeah, that one was bad. That one was worse. I feel like that one was worse. Because I was shit-talking Seattle so much during that game.
Yeah, but you would argue, at least I hope you would, that Seattle's better than Pittsburgh.
I don't know if you'd argue that.
I would. Joey Decord is better than any of the Pittsburgh goalies.
Yeah, but Sid's better than every single player on Seattle.
Yeah, but this is like Sid and nobody else, dude.
My buddy just texted me, Penguins goalie is amazing.
Yeah, dude, he's unreal.
We're making him look like that. He played great tonight, to be fair.
To be fair, who?
Like Tristan Jarry. Like if you've never seen Tristan Jarry before and you just saw this game, this is the first
You'd
time.
be like, Tristan Jarry rocks.
This guy's the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the stream. That's
it,
game.
folks. Thanks for hanging out and watching and suffering with us. It was a fun stream. I've kind of started like disassociating, especially when these games start going bad. I kind of just disassociate and just get lost in the chat and other stuff that's going on. So you guys helped me get through this pain. I really appreciate you for that. We're going to be bringing Justin Lynch on for this post game in just a sec. Appreciate all of you hanging out. We will see you in just a minute. Thank you.